Hey everyone, back for some more Three Hopes. Once again, I forgot to change the title of the stream, so I'll have to do that when I export the VOD later. What fun. Alright, we'll do these supports before we head out. I only have 3 supports. So this shouldn't take too long. Or 2 supports, not 3.
Yuritsa? What's wrong?
Not here, either.
Hey, hold on. If you're looking for someone, I'd be more than glad to help.
Leave me be.
Friendly as ever, I see. Guess you weren't much different back when you were
Hey,
a professor
Antonio.
either.
Yeah, really, who is this person? What have you done with Antonio? He never shows up at the beginning of a stream.
Why don't you let me help you? You seem worried.
How could you tell?
You're not exactly hiding it. You nearly busted the chapel door clear off its hinges.
I'm looking for someone. She is injured.
Huh? Did someone go missing from the infirmary? Wait, are you talking about an enemy?
You're Steven.
Not an enemy. However, she fled when she saw me.
He's talking about a cat, isn't he?
Well then, why would she run? Oh, I get it. Was it Bernadetta?
Not her. Though, the one I seek was likely frightened by me as well.
Well, you're not really the most approachable guy. There's kind of this murdery aura about you. Like, if I let my guard down for even a second, it'd be the last thing I ever do.
That is not my intention.
I know that, but you'd probably still scare the life out of someone who's already jumpy. Even a beast would turn tail and run if it caught sight of the Death Knight.
Then, what would you suggest? I will never capture her at this rate.
Your biggest problem is that you always look like you're out for blood. Maybe we should start there? Just try to smile when the two of you talk. And definitely don't look like you're gonna kill her.
When we talk? Interesting. Time is wasting. I must go.
Wait, Yuritsa! Huh. Is he really gonna be okay?
I'm gonna guess no.
Hey, Manuela? Huh. She must be out.
Yeah, that's about right.
Did I hear something? Oh, wait. Is she sleeping in one of the patient beds?
Oh, you. So silly.
She's smiling. I wonder what she's dreaming about.
Wait, don't go. So you're just gonna leave?
Uh-oh. Now she's scowling. Looks like things are going downhill fast.
Get back here. You'll regret this. You hear me? I'll never forget.
Morning, Manuela.
Oh my. I don't even remember falling asleep. I don't suppose I was talking in my sleep, was I?
Nope, not a word.
Nah, I didn't hear anything.
Really? I have a feeling you're just saying that. It's sweet of you, though. Actually, I had the most dismal dream that I'd finally found my soulmate, only for him to dump me. Just thinking about it makes me furious. How is it that even in my dreams I am hopelessly single? Oh, I need a moment.
Are you okay?
I'm sorry, but could I trouble you for a glass of water? Phew, that is much better. Thank you.
How strange.
No problem. But, it smells like you've been swimming in booze. Are you hungover?
I might be. Is that a problem?
Well, I don't think the infirmary is supposed to look like a bear charged through here. That seems like a problem to me.
Back off, will you? You're the one who trounced in here unannounced and eavesdropped on my private, if humiliating, sleep talking. And now you're attacking me for a tiny hangover in a messy room? Who do you think you are? My husband?
What? No, but as your friend and comrade, I can't not say anything.
I know, you're right. I'm sorry. I tend to fly off the handle when I'm embarrassed. Hey, can I ask you for one teensy favor?
You want me to pretend like none of this ever happened, right? Don't worry, I won't tell a soul.
You're a class act. Thank you. Well, I don't want everyone to think worse of me than they already do. I mean, honestly, where did it all go wrong? Did you know I was once a diva with the Mittelfranc Opera Company?
I'm pretty sure that was kind of revealed in one of her supports in Three Houses. It might have been the one with Byleth. I don't remember exactly.
But now, apparently I'm just a shadow of my former self. Can you believe how rude that is? Why would you kick a girl when she's down?
What? But I didn't...
How about this? In lieu of hush money for our little secret, perhaps I'll let you hear me sing next time. I'll show you that this diva's just as dazzling as ever. Now you have something to look forward to. Anyway,
Yeah, I think
did
that
you
was it.
Need something?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I'm sure I had a reason to come in here, but now I don't have the slightest idea what.
Alright, support's done. Let's move on. Easy battles. Alright, gain control of all strongholds, no defeat conditions.
I don't care much for battle.
I haven't used Linhardt all that much.
Send a flower to battle and watch it bloom.
No, I'll bring Ferdinand.
This war is ours to be won.
Yeah, this should be good.
I'm motivated. To sleep, that is. I wish our enemy was as disinterested in this fight as I am. Best keep your wits about it. A token effort. How's this? I wonder if I could nap here. Lend me your strength!
It seems you could use some help.
Sorry. Imbeciles!
shit.
I wish I could just flee and avoid all of this fighting.
Lady Edelgard will be most pleased with your fine work this day. Just wait.
I am your man.
Go.
We're not losing to anyone.
Oh shit, that's a lot of archers.
I am Ferdinand. A boon.
Oh shit. Okay.
I won't ever forget your kindness.
We'll strike at their weakest point.
Oh, if I must. I will overcome this sacrifice and move on. It's a curious feeling to see one's classmates performing so admirably. Here I raise the banner of the Empire. I will not stop until the battle is won. This is my duty and my burden.
Your valor will be remembered by friend and foe alike. All of Adrestia will sing your name. Is that all we've got?
Middling results. Perhaps even adequate.
Oh, Pilardo again. Alright.
Capture the feisty ones. They're worth more alive. Let's seal the deal.
Fucking Pilardo.
Let us use this for the glory of our army.
Not even close. Not yet.
Cool.
Even now, the road ahead stretches past the horizon. This battle was little more than a way station.
Oh, cutscene.
So, what did you want to talk about, Hubert? I thought we might discuss you, actually. You wish to know more about those eldritch powers of yours, yes? Oh, right. Edelgard said I might have a chance to get to the bottom of that. Kinda figured she'd forgotten since it's been 2 years now. Pray accept my apology on her behalf. It has been more trying to find answers than we originally expected. With Lord Arundel lost to the winds, it has been a trial combing through what little evidence he left behind. And of course, we are undertaking all of this in the midst of painstaking preparations for war. Lord Arundel is the guy who could shapeshift like Tomas, right? The one who escaped? Correct. However, we have recently learned that he goes by another name. Tallis. Did you figure out if my powers are the same as his? And what are my powers anyway? Not some kind of curse, I hope.
A fine question. I think it is safe to assume that you possess some form of magic. However, it is not the same ilk as the white and black magic we are familiar with. Yours is, shall we say, dark magic. Heathen craft that is structured differently from conventional spells.
Ah,
You are familiar with those who slither in the dark, yes? People like Tomas, Kranya, and Tallus. We believe they possess the same power as you.
that's tough to accept. But the similarities are too great for it to be anything else.
Still, what you think does not matter in the end, because my mind is already made up.
So what? Are you gonna banish me someplace far away because I'm too dangerous? It's fine if you do. I'm used to being cut loose. That's just how life as a sellsword goes.
Do not be absurd. If we were done with you, we would kill you, not banish you.
That's a great comfort, man.
Fortunately, you are exceedingly talented, and Her Majesty trusts you implicitly. The way I see it, we stand to profit best by keeping you in our service.
So you trust me too? Thanks, I guess.
But now we have a more important question to answer. Namely, how you came by your powers.
I thought I heard someone talking in here.
We were just finishing up. Do you have business with our mercenary friend, Your Majesty?
I do. And I suspect it's related to what you were just talking about.
Then I will leave you to it. Pray excuse me.
You should see the look on your face. Did Hubert threaten you? Don't let it get to you. Yes, he's quite good at that kind of thing, but it comes from a place of caution.
I wish that was all that was bothering me.
I want to transform the world into a place where no one has to feel trapped by where they came from. When I am done, it won't matter where you were born, whose blood you have, or what powers course through you. Everyone will be treated as equals. That's what we're fighting for, and that is what this war is going to achieve. So believe me when I say this. I don't care who you are. I only care about what you have done and what you have yet to do.
Well, thanks, Edelgard. I feel a little better now.
What do you think?
Ooh, 30 smithing stones. Torches. Training gear that I can sell for more stones. Alright, rescue mage and cav.
Put me in there and watch our enemies fly! No guts, no glory! I'll have them rescued in no time!
We will surmount this challenge together. I beg your assistance at once.
Holy shit, Caspar.
It's not over.
Someone wants to die! It's over! No point in capturing the stronghold if we don't put it to good use.
mages. Alright. How am I Ferdinand all the way over here?
I am your man.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry. I'm dragging the others down.
We'll use this place as a launching point for our next assault.
Oh, demon beast.
Hold strong and watch for an opportunity to strike back.
Stop me. I am Ferdinand. A rousing success.
Rodrigue.
I may no longer be the shield of Fargus, but I will not hesitate to cut you down, should you try to bring harm to the kingdom. I wield this blade in the name of my king. For Dimitri, and for Lambert.
Alright.
This'll be amazing.
I'll go this way.
A boon for our future.
Well, it's not like I need to defeat the demon beast, so it's fine. I'll just beat up Rodrigue.
I'm sure you have your reasons, but your fate was sealed the moment you dared challenge our might.
Come on, let's go get another one.
Seize this moment.
That takes care of the rescue. And not a moment too soon.
Ah, I really stepped in it there.
Good level, Caspar.
This is not what I expected.
What the fuck happened to you guys? The fuck was that? I like that we keep getting these shitty ass levels. Alright, now we can make our way to Magdred Way.
Let me think.
Going to take female units into this battle. Alright. Oh, just defeat 300 enemies. Well, that's easy enough.
I fight for my land of home. I shall make my dream a reality.
Another step toward victory.
You don't expect me to go out there and fight you. Watch and be amazed.
Alright.
I'm going to win, and I'm going to smile while doing it. Rest easy, for I shall handle this.
It's not.
600 for S.
Stand aside.
not a moment to waste.
Oh no.
Your death serves my purpose.
So much sorrow, and yet you carry on.
Tremble before me! Tremble in fear before me!
Like that's it for us.
Hey, ice magic. Oh, Gustav. Gustav, Eddie,
Upon my
Dominic.
honor, I will strike you down here and now. Looks to be a rather troublesome lot.
I can still fight.
Ready, are
This is all my fault.
Carelessness was your greatest enemy.
Alright, now I can take on Gustav.
Let us begin. Tremble before me.
We're not losing to anyone!
My apologies, but we require immediate support.
I won? Hey, I actually won!
I must outwit even death.
Where's their strength? Yeah, give that to me. Grab all this stuff.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
Holy shit. I gotta listen. I can't store any more smithing stones. Does it give me all that space up there if I can only hold 999 of them?
Everything has its use.
That seems a bit much, no?
Hey there. Need something?
Oh, none of these even use
See you around. Hey there.
smithing
Need something?
stones. Actually, I know what I can do. I can keep
Is this
increasing this rapier I have.
Is this it? Is this it? Is this it?
Here we go. All my fucking gold, but hey, it's worth it.
Is this it? See you around.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Oh, right, I have extra point. Ah, I still have one more battle. Alright, defeat the monk and other enemies. Allow a set amount of time to pass after the enemy invades the village windmill ruins.
I'll show you what a mercenary can do.
I will prepare the Scarlet Path.
Let them witness our virtue firsthand.
I cannot allow myself to lose.
I will ensure that what needs to be done is done.
Stand back.
Retreat! You're undoing!
Any final words? Be gone! I feel no mercy. My potential is so much greater.
Looks like that's it for us.
Can't let it end like this.
Grovel at my feet. Beg forgiveness.
Watch this.
Take a breather. Here it comes! Out of the way! You're done!
What happened?
I beg your assistance at once.
Oh, the cab didn't notice the priest.
Then I'll take over.
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
This is all my fault.
Not a problem.
I yield to no one. Stand aside. Get out of my way.
You know what they say about playing with fire.
What's next?
Count Geraint. Oh, mage.
We're not losing to anyone! Sorry for the holdup. We're with you now.
Tremble in fear before me.
We'll make good use of this.
Rejoice! Victory is ours!
Ooh, 3 minutes even. Nice.
For the fate of Fodlan.
Good level, Edelgard. Ooh, new recipe. Alright, so we'll use up these points. Then we will head over to the chapter.
Time to work you into shape.
Man, my wallet really doesn't have many supports, huh?
Just think of what we might accomplish in the next battle.
I imagine this will serve me well.
There must...
What a...
We make a good pair.
What a fascinating... One step at...
Training can be... With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Alright.
Care to make yourself useful?
Oh, they already had their ace support, so I don't need to do that.
I know.
Well,
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
I'll do what I can.
Bear witness to my true power. We all must do our fair share.
Alright, what do we got? Oh, yeah, Linhart and Constance.
Linhart, you skipped the War Council meeting again. If you have any pride at all as a noble, it would behoove you to start acting like one.
I have pride. Some, at least. But speaking of noble comportment, I seem to remember a certain someone who obeyed the church for a time and opposed the Empire.
Your tongue cuts like 1,000 sharpened blades. Nonetheless, I did what was required for survival. My dream of regaining my family status would be forever lost were I to perish, and I cannot permit such a thing to come to pass. All I do is for the sake of House Nouvelle's revival.
That's lovely and all, but
It is not lovely.
as the tale goes, House Nouvelle had passed down the crest of Macule for many generations.
Cease your endless yammering and listen to me.
So I am forced to wonder why it is that you, a legitimate heir to the family, do not possess said crest. What's more, in its place you have the crest of Noah, who was one of the 4 apostles. Has your house stymied and deceived imperial investigations for generations? And if so, how?
If you aren't going to listen to me, I refuse to even entertain answering that question.
Well, I've grown tired of speaking, so we'll have to continue this another time. Good night.
Wait, no, I'll answer you. Just don't treat me like dirt trodden underfoot.
Then, by all means. Perhaps in the course of your explanation, something of use to House Nouvelle's restoration will crop up.
I would like that very much. Well then, to be frank, it is said that Saint Noah is an ancestor of House Nouvelle. The saint feared her crest, already rare even in her time, could prove a source of utter calamity. As such, she forged a magic that tricked crest investigation devices and aided her descendants.
Fascinating. And is there anything else regarding Saint Noah?
Your disdain is palpable. Now, does any of that sound of use to restoring my house or not?
I cannot say. I must hear the rest first.
You realize it would be bothersome in the extreme if I told you everything and none of it was helpful, yes? If you wish to hear more, I must have a guarantee it will provide something I can use.
What a bother.
All right. Let's get started. Battle of Magdred.
The fog is rather thicker than I imagined, Hubert. And if I'm not mistaken...
Yes, I agree. Dark magic is assuredly the cause. We already know those who slither in the dark have had comings and goings at House Row. I doubt one of them is here. But there could be a mage present who received their training.
Then we had best leverage our own assets.
Why is everyone whispering? Is the enemy aware of our coming?
Thanks for just ruining it immediately, Ferdinand.
It's entirely possible, yes. They could be directly on top of us, and we would scarcely know it. So yes, let us all stay on our toes. Prudent of you to bring it up, Ferdinand.
Thank you. I mean, thank you.
Why so quiet, Caspar? Normally you'd be at the front of the line making all kinds of racket.
What, you think I'm the kind of guy who'd get all scared and give our position away? Sorry, I'm not afraid of anything.
You're unusually quiet, Petra. Did you not get enough sleep or something? I am listening to our surroundings. Nothing has more danger than fog. One incorrect step and you will be losing your life.
Can we all try to relax? I'm pretty sure we're alone out here, so let's just calm down before we wear ourselves out.
Sometimes you all make me think we're still back at the academy.
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Well, great. I was hoping to finish this before reinforcements arrived, but so be it.
Oh, Geralt and Ingrid.
I will prioritize locating Lord Lenato. Can I leave the Imperial troops to you?
I know what to do, so let me do it already. Just mind this fog, and make sure you don't attack the wrong side.
That goes for you as well. Let us see if you can live up to your reputation.
Alright, rescue Lenato. So yeah, persuade Ash. Alright. I mean, this team should be fine. Swap out Constance for Monica.
For the future that's yet to come.
Alright, 1500, 15 minutes.
The closer we get, the denser the fog. I can barely make out my own feet.
Oh, Randolph.
Which will prove useful for Lord Lamont. As he possesses low numbers, the man will doubtless take any edge.
We need to find him before the kingdom does and take him into our protection.
Lord Lonato will surely be hiding in one of these strongholds awaiting rescue.
The fog will provide cover, but not forever. We need to hurry.
We're not really going to stumble our way through this soup, are we? I thought we had some sort of solution.
Hold strong, men! His lordship needs us! Lord Lonato's forces appear to be fighting a losing battle.
We must help them if we can. Send whatever troops we can spare.
Now we can...
There's not a question of can. Leave this to me.
Oh, if I must.
see the enemy, but they can also be seeing us. Keep your wariness.
Hey, I see a mage! Do you think he's responsible for all this fog?
I sniffed out the spellcaster. This fog lifts. Lord Lonato will have known it.
Lord Lonato is sheltering deep in the eastern wood. Please, hurry to him.
Okay, so deep in the eastern wood.
Let us not waste any time getting there.
Thank you! Excellent! All the citizens are safe.
There's Lonato.
My thanks for the rescue.
You're done! That's one task off the to-do list. Now we just have to deal with the kingdom.
So I live to see another day, do I? I knew the goddess wouldn't abandon us.
I don't like how close we cut this, but I'm glad you're safe. Now we can focus on the rest of the fight.
Now that Lord Lonato is rescued, we'll finally dispense with the magic.
Alright.
gone. Now we don't have to keep running into things.
Then you found Lord Lonato. Good. I will join the hunt.
Too easy.
Alright, I gotta beat Ingrid.
Well done.
You will pay in blood for invading the lands of Fargus. It will take more than this.
Well, at least I didn't have to kill Ingrid.
Being bested by the likes of you.
Ash appeared as reinforcements.
How could you betray His Majesty, Lonato? How could you do this to me?
Ash, you came here for me.
Ash is your adopted son, and family should not fight family. Let us persuade him to lay down his arms instead.
I'll do what I must.
Here it comes. You're dead.
Stop it, Ash. You're throwing your life away. You want Lord Lonato carrying that weight around for the rest of his life?
You're right. I surrender.
Forgive me, Ash. I beg you. I couldn't bear to lose another son.
Our goal here is achieved. Now we hunt down any kingdom's
Ah.
travelers and... What?
This is where Byleth comes in. Yep.
Your fun ends here.
Defeat
Enemy
Byleth.
detachment. Put them to rout and make sure to keep Lord Lonato safe.
The mercenaries have cut off their retreat. Now's our chance to get Lonato.
Oh boy.
So, what should I be doing? Sure, let's try it.
Here I go.
I'm gonna have Edelgard go defend Lonato.
Not good. I must help Lord Lonato.
Hey, Byleth.
Out of the way! You're done!
You again, is it?
Jesus, even with my...
Just draw your weapon already. You and me have a score to settle.
Guess I better get in there instead of letting the kid do all the work.
Count me in, Captain. I may be a new arrival, but no one can rival my enthusiasm.
Witness my...
Gerald
Ignore the
Knowledge.
Ashen Demon and target the enemy commander instead.
No, I want to beat the Ashen Demons.
None will pass on my watch.
I know we were told not to engage, but isn't this a great opportunity to see how much you've grown?
That's enough. I did what I came to do.
Alright.
And let them slip away like it was nothing.
Time to face the Blade Breaker's wrath.
Oh, I got his strength.
I shall never back down!
I was worried the Empire sold you pushing our luck here, Alois. You decide when we fall back.
Come then, let us fight with honor.
Wait, is that Alois? Since when did he quit the Knights of Ceres?
Come on, go! I won't be the one to drag my new comrades down. Captain, Gerald's mercenaries, retreat!
Well done. We have kept his lordship safe. This victory will greatly further our conquest.
Well, we did it.
Yet you're still the saddest looking fighter in camp. Why the long face?
Because we only barely got the job done. Everything else was a miserable failure. Sure, we saved Lonato and put Gerald and his mercenaries to rout, but we let the kingdom's troops get away in the process. And if that wasn't bad enough, I failed to beat the Ashen Demon. Basically, we lost in nearly every way you can lose.
Wrong. You were hired to do a job, and you did it. And in the process, you've received a valuable reminder about the unique danger the Ashen Demon poses.
Unique danger? Not sure I'd go that far.
And what other phrase would you use for a mercenary that can single-handedly change the tide of battle? If we're to win this war, the Ashen Demon needs to be eliminated as soon as possible.
Then I guess my goal hasn't changed. Thanks for the encouragement.
My potential is so much greater.
Well, would... Seems like...
Alright, I'll be right back.
won't let myself stop here.
A lot of venom weapons. Got Ash.
We must make haste. There's not a moment to lose.
Understood.
Randolph, take your troops to Arian Road and await further instruction from Hubert.
Leave it to me, Your Majesty.
Why is everyone so worked up? What happened?
It seems the troops we stationed in the Alliance are in danger, and serious danger at that. Gloucester and the other lords betrayed them, and now they have been completely cut off.
No.
The word betrayal suggests they were on our side in the first place. But I think we can safely assume that was never their intent. This whole time they were simply waiting for us to move the rest of our army toward the kingdom. As soon as they saw an opportunity, they cut off routes to the Great Bridge of Myrdin and Garrick Mach. Now that our troops are trapped on Alliance lands, House Regan and House Gloucester have them surrounded on both sides. It's doubtless one of Claude's clever little stratagems, and it stings.
I don't understand. Everyone is aware of the troubled history between Regan and Gloucester. Why would they decide to bury the hatchet now? Unless this supposed feud is little more than a web Claude has spun for this exact moment.
Perhaps it is, but perhaps not. For all we know, he wants us to overthink the situation and make a greater mistake.
We better stay on our toes. This all fell together too perfectly to be some kind of unhappy accident.
I suppose. All I know is that our reinforcements will never make it there in time. The direct route east risks running into both Kingdom and Alliance forces. But if we attempt to skirt around them, we will all be aged in gray before we ever reach Gloucester.
Which means our only option is marching south. We'll regroup on this side of the Aramid River, retake the Great Bridge of Myrdin to cover our backs, and then cut through the enemy cordon.
That doesn't sound a whole lot faster. Will our troops be able to hold out that long?
I would say no, but these are no ordinary soldiers. They are commanded by our greatest warrior, Count Leopold von Bergliez, the Minister of Military Affairs, and a man who has never lost even one battle. If anyone can rally our troops and convince them to hold, it's him.
What a brilliant trap. The Regan boys even craftier than they say.
I agree, sir. Even Count Gloucester's inept army seems to be acting with remarkable discipline. But will the reinforcements reach us in time?
The real question is, are they coming at all? Because if they're on the way, they'll make it in time. So long as I draw breath, they will make it. So count on them coming. Her Majesty would never abandon us.
Yes, sir.
Soldiers of the Empire, I know fear gnaws at your hearts, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. Don't run from this fear. Embrace it. Take measure of the enemy that surrounds us, and look them square in the face. Yes, we're outmaneuvered and face a vicious fight ahead. But pray to the goddess for protection, and her fire will fill your soul and temper your resolve. Our only duty here is to stay alive, be fearful of death, and let not a single soldier fall needlessly. Raise your voices with me now. Let me hear your courage. We will not lose.
Wow, these guys aren't backing down. If anything, they actually seem more excited than before. How is that possible? They're completely surrounded. No one will ever reach them in time.
Yes, but Count Bergliez is their commander. And I'm guessing a lot of those troops are veterans of the Dagda and Bridget War. During that conflict, the Count's troops held off wave after wave of Dagda soldiers right to the very end. Our force must look tame in comparison.
Okay, so what now? I wanted this to be clean, but we're looking at a complete bloodbath on both sides. What I want is the upper hand against the Empire, not these people's lives.
And there's honor in that, but I don't think they're going to play along.
They don't have to accept every part of it. I just thought they might be, you know, scared. Well, so be it. They may have boundless courage, but they don't have boundless food. If Count Burgleys wants me to tighten the snare, that's exactly what I'll do.
Scarlet Blaze. Bridge of Betrayal. The Empire achieves early success in the war thanks to House Gloucester, a noble alliance house whose vows of allegiance and safe passage were key to the quick capture of Garreg Mach. But Count Gloucester breaks his oath and turns on Burgleys' troops. Trapped in hostile territory with their supply routes severed, the Imperial Army's outlook appears bleak.
I fear I may have miscalculated, my son.
How can that be possible, Father? We have the enemy surrounded.
Yes, and they have yet to give a damn. Time grows short, and soon Edelgard's reinforcements will descend upon the Alliance.
Then we will hold them off at the Great Bridge.
And they will find another way. If they manage to take even one of the Aramid River's crossings, they can break through our ranks. And while that may not spell immediate defeat, it will dash any hopes of Count Burgleys' surrender. Eventually, Edelgard's army will wash over the land, and then, my son, we will be defeated.
Speak plain, Father. I beg of you. What does this mean for House Gloucester?
Do not fret, Lawrence. This was a leap of faith we had to take to better our territory's fortunes. When Claude came to me with this offer, I determined the reward to be worth the risk. If the gambit fails, so be it. All it means is that our house will have to swear allegiance to the Empire.
Edelgard will never settle for such. She will demand... Oh, Father. No.
I am proud of you, my son. You have grown into a man strong and wise enough to lead our house.
Is there nothing that can be done? What of your dream to claim the Alliance leadership from House Regan?
It is your house now. You determine our path. Besides, when the dust finally settles from this war, there may not be an alliance to lead.
So I am to submit to the Empire and carve out as big a place for our family as I can? Is that it? You would have me put an end to the Leicester Alliance?
Perhaps my praise of your wisdom was ill-advised. You get ahead of yourself, Lawrence. We bend the knee only if we lose, not before. And as you said, we may yet be able to drive back the Emperor's reinforcements and win the day. Always think 2 steps ahead, my son. Be clever. Survive. That is the lesson I seek to impart. I had best go prepare for my final battle as Count Gloucester. However this plays out, look for a way for our house to prosper, and seize it, Lawrence. Seize it. That is how Irvin Fritz Gloucester fights, and it is how you must fight as well.
Well, we managed to slog our way to the encampment. Now we just have to finalize our plan.
Why is it so important to hold part of the Aramid riverbank again? I mean, wouldn't it make more sense to cross over into Alliance territory before it's too late?
If we do, we risk the enemy cutting off our retreat. We are here to break their siege, not fall prey to one.
If we don't conduct this rescue carefully, we'll be worse off than we started. We must be smart. And that means establishing at least one bridgehead in addition to the Great Bridge of Myrdin.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
The Minister is a general of much endurance. He will be holding out until we arrive. He is more than a warrior and a maker of strategies. It would lack wisdom to be making an enemy of him.
Yep, that's my father. No one can beat him. I just hope I can be half the warrior he is one day.
I think even 1.5 Burgleyses would be more than enough. And not that it's any of my business.
So, what are we to do about House Gloucester? They have indicated a willingness to swear fealty, for whatever that pittance of a promise is worth. That leaves only Phlegethon and Ordelia. And I doubt very much that anyone would take us to task for dismantling them.
The head of House Ordelia is one of the 5 great lords. Dismantling them, as you say, would hamper Her Majesty's ability to rule effectively in the future. Consider, for example, why we chose not to dismantle House Ire.
Because I belong to House Ire, and you did not have to. Ah, of course. You are happy so long as they install successors who are willing to toe the line.
That is the plan, yes. House Phlegethon, however, must be disposed of. Their lord, Acheron, has leveraged his control of the Great Bridge to do whatever he well pleases.
Oh, so we're gonna kill Acheron? That's cool.
I have a suspicion the Alliance desires him gone as badly as we do.
Lawrence Gloucester and Lysithea von Ordelia were Her Majesty's schoolmates, yes? They may be more willing to listen to reason than the others.
Sure, but Claude went to the Officers' Academy too. And he's taken a firm stance against the Empire. Do you really think this can be handled via diplomacy?
That will depend on precisely what their demands are. But first we must retake the Great Bridge and extricate Count Burgles and his troops. Let us focus our energies on that for the time being.
Agreed. And it would behoove us all not to overlook how devious Claude can be just because we went to the Academy together. If he's not willing to come to the table, I won't hesitate to meet him on the battlefield instead.
I won't hold back either. Sometimes you have to kill old friends in this line of work. It's just how it is.
Pardon me.
Did you hear the news, John? Oh, what's going on, Ferdinand?
Very nice.
We now have a research station that provides opportunities for intensive training. Everyone simply must partake of it. Go on, you ought to have a look as well. Oh yeah, new facility. Okay.
This is true.
Circumstances dictate how people act. As such, I believe things are about to get much more difficult for you. Though perhaps that will be a welcome change for a mercenary of your caliber. You will undoubtedly face the Ashen Demon again. I do hope you'll emerge victorious this time. Hey, Ash. Oh, it's you. Listen, I'll surrender and I'll follow whatever orders I'm given. I'm a full part of the Imperial Army now. Lonato's also in the Imperial Army. And above all, I can't choose death.
Absolutely.
Yep, you only get one life. Best take care of it. What am I even fighting for? I do feel kind of bad for Ash. He's kind of just betraying all of his friends and everything.
Got a sec?
Oh, man. Speaking of the Minister of Military Affairs, remember how poorly he got along with the Minister of Domestic Affairs? Well, Hevering isn't a military house, so he'd never actually turn up on the battlefield. But he's probably thinking Count Burgles got his just desserts. I have a mixing of emotions.
I must be
Count
telling you.
Burgles is the man who is attacking Dagda and Bridget. And now this same man is being overrun by the Alliance army. I will never be allowing the man who defeated Bridget to die in this place.
So basically...
You want the pleasure of killing the man yourself? It's quite the grudge you're hanging on to.
No.
I think my reason is being different. But I am not sure if I am having a grudge.
How may I help?
I was thinking of entering Leicester, but I ended up coming back here in a hurry. I am a priest of the Southern Church, you see, and I hope to attempt parley with the Eastern Church. However, given our current situation, I can but wait to see how things unfold.
Oh no!
Am I gonna end up surrounded and killed in enemy territory like Count Burgles someday?
You sure?
I wouldn't go carving his tombstone just yet. Sorry, you're right. It's probably bad luck, huh? But I'm still worried. Don't worry. I'll make sure you never get surrounded like that. I've broken through plenty of sieges in my day. Really? I'm glad to hear that.
By the by.
You alright, Commander? I heard the Great Bridge of Myrdin was taken from us. The bridge is an important point for merchants, so I hope we regain it sooner rather than later. That's to say nothing of the threat of being invaded, but I hope we needn't worry about that.
Greetings, friend.
Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report. Oh wait, one thing to report. The situation with the Alliance in the north seems really bad. I sure hope that gets sorted soon. And if nothing else, I hope everyone comes home safe. I know I don't have to worry about my father. I mean, he's Count Burglace. He's invincible. Still, nothing's a guarantee on the battlefield. I can't shake these thoughts of what might happen next.
You sure?
By the time we reach him, your father will probably have won this war all by himself.
Gotcha.
Thanks for that. I'll try to think positive. Hrim is close. Hrim. I haven't heard that before. Not your business. But it has been decided that I am the house's scion.
That reminds
That's right. Hrim is your last name. Nearly forgot all about that. There's no need to remember. Oh, Hanneman's back.
A moment of your time.
I obey the Empire. I've answered their call and sent out a full complement of troops. Lester cares little for minor nobles, so I would find the Empire's rule more preferable. Further, this provides a good opportunity to teach Count Gloucester a lesson he'll not soon forget.
Now see here.
We were most artfully deceived by Count Gloucester. The Count is Lawrence's father, you know. And Manuela was in charge of his class, the Golden Deer. It is undoubtedly depressing to have to fight one's former student.
How can I be of
The southern bank of the lower Aramid River is in Hrim territory. Are you familiar with House Hrim? They once had considerable power as one of the 7 great noble families. However, they ran afoul of the former emperor and were in danger of being crushed entirely. This incited the remaining great noble families to wrest power from the emperor in the insurrection of the 7.
My instruction comes at a high price.
Oh, I can select others. Oh, but that's more money than I have.
Don't neglect your daily studies.
You appear to be quite the excellent mercenary, my friend. I see there was no mistake in my asking you to participate in my research. I hope we continue enjoying a fruitful relationship. Do I not get to choose?
By the way,
Gerald's mercenaries certainly gave us all we could handle in Magdred. Next time I see them will be far too soon, I tell you what. Can't believe the kingdom hired them. Although I suppose it's a relief they won't show up in our fight against the Alliance, eh?
pardon me.
Have you heard of a man named Acheron? He is the head of House Phlegethon, who rules over the Great Bridge of Myrdin. At first he pledged loyalty to Adrestia, but no sooner did the man hear about Count Gloucester's actions than did he betray us and surrender the bridge. It takes quite the opportunist to change camps as easily as some change their clothes. Yeah, well, Acheron isn't known as the weather vane for no reason. Fodlan is certainly growing turbulent. During such times, it's not unusual to see various schemers appear and try to turn the chaos to their own advantage. There are a number of young generals in this army, so people like myself and Hanneman, well, we have to be extra careful.
Could you spare a moment?
My apologies, but a portion of the responsibility for losing the Great Bridge of Myrdin falls to me. I was late in noticing that our communication had been cut off from Garreg Mach. When we fight to retake the bridge, I will assume the vanguard and see my name cleared.
Hi there.
I owe Count Leopold my life. That's why I volunteered to be transferred from Garreg Mach to here. I will help him. I swear it. I understand there's a war on here, but we're all being worked like plow horses. Still, I suppose it can't be helped if our allies are in danger of annihilation. It would be a terrible waste of effort if we weren't able to assist them, so let us endeavor to ensure we can do so.
What?
Sorry, did you just threaten to make an effort? That's a real shock coming from you, Linhart.
Really?
I'm beginning to wonder about your assessment of my character. Well, if you really want to. It wasn't a legitimate question. Also, this conversation is making me quite sleepy. Goodbye. That's more like it.
Come here. Listen up. Psst.
You may be aware of this already, but the bird can be cruel. You mean Hubert? Yeah, but, you know, it's fine. It's a long story. Plus, I owe him for that business under Garreg Mach.
Let's
You
see.
saying this because you want me to complain to Hubert for you?
Thanks.
Nah, I'm fine. I appreciate it, though. I'm glad we helped Ash see the error of his ways. But things may not always work out like that. We're going to face other classmates, and there's no way to tell how that might end. I understand 80's circumstances, so I don't plan to demand she put a stop to the war.
That's not
But it's always
good.
painful to have an acquaintance die. Why couldn't I have been born in a more peaceful time?
Excuse me.
On the northern bank of Aramid, downstream of the Great Bridge, lie the territories of Goneril and Ordelia. House Ordelia, who once expressed loyalty to the Empire, followed the dogs of Gloucester and changed their stance. But House Goneril was ready to fight to the bitter end. That stance is all the more clear now.
What to do?
Do you have a
Our
moment?
army rushed over here to Alliance territory, and I'm worried about the situation in the kingdom. And yes, we have a reasonable amount of forces left, as well as whatever General Randolph has, but
So
it'd
basically,
be bad news if the Knights of Saros attacked us. I mean, we still haven't fought their major players yet.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They're leading the army of Fodlan. They're the leading army of Fodlan. The best of the best.
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result.
If I may.
Count Burgles is a beast of a man, and one with a keen sense for traps. Yet for him to not smell betrayal, well, I've little choice but to praise Count Gloucester's deception.
you sure?
Maybe he was caught off guard. Maybe the enemy has some kind of advantage.
Well?
Count Burgles? Caught off guard? Impossible. The man understands tactics on an intimate level. As a warrior, he would never yield to recklessness and make such an error in judgment. What occurred was truly regrettable. I should have seen through Count Gloucester's duplicity. Or perhaps it is more accurate to say I misjudged the man's ambition. He prizes his people above all, and we created a situation where he wanted to fight. I will need to reflect on that. Alright, let's go spend our points, and then we'll start doing battles. Oh, I know, support conversations too. What supports do I have? I have one with Hubert. Oh, I guess just me, Hubert, me, and Linhart. Alright.
Time to work you into shape.
Yeah, I only have Ash. Yeah, that's fine.
Training together sure beats doing it alone.
This'll help me break new...
Time to work you into shape.
We must work together and improve.
We make a good pair.
Time to work you into shape.
Alright, new class from Manuela. Oh, I can just move her back over to Priest. Bishop.
Oh.
This...
Oh, I...
Need a new class for... Oh, move him over to Cavalier.
I'm a... I need...
What a...
Loose.
Oh, now I'm Master Assassin.
Hey!
Time to work you into shape.
take some getting used to.
Hope this is once. Eve. I apologize in advance for any ridicule you face.
I think I'm getting...
Training can't wait to see how you do.
Alright.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Peach sorbet.
Solid.
This surprise pleases me. Wait.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Hey, this is...
Oh, yes.
Oh, this looks
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Solid.
This is...
How did you know it?
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Care to make yourself useful?
I've got...
I'm going... Yeah.
Things are simple with the two of us on the job. A shame I didn't meet any heartthrobs while we were at it, though.
Next time, Manuela. You're beautiful and charming, and that's a fact.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Hey Aaron, what's up?
Counting on you both.
You have naught to worry about with me on the job.
My sword is yours.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of you on the job.
Would you care to join?
That sounds...
Oh, hey, congratulations on getting Castoria.
You did it, Your Majesty. We all must do our fair share.
I've been using her quite a bit, actually. I've been trying to do double cast story loops with my Anna. It's been working pretty well so far, so I'm happy about that.
Useful?
Counting on you both.
Bear witness.
Well.
We all must do our fair share to make yourself useful.
Counting.
And
I will finish.
We all must do our fair share.
Oh, not that many sports, it looks like.
In that case, you should just keep picking commoners like me for all the important jobs. Strength in numbers, right? The more of us there are, the less anyone will be able to complain.
I actually don't know anything about this upcoming summer event, Aaron, so I wouldn't be able to help you with advice.
I believe your point to be a sound one, but putting it into action will only heighten our chance of failure. Try as you may to troll a river for jewels, you will most often find yourself hauling up mere pebbles instead.
I get what you mean, I think. Accidentally picking the wrong person could really hurt the Emperor's reputation.
And provide the perfect opening for nobles who want nothing more than for commoners to be kept in their place. An utter disgrace. Here we stand amidst the flames of war, yet some on our side only seek to drag their
Been alright.
compatriots down.
I think I've been liking Azure Gleam a bit more, but it's okay.
There is no rot as fetid as that which plagues our foul aristocracy. It would not surprise me if they breathed noxious fumes.
Yeah, I guess they are pretty bad when you put it that way.
At any rate, it seems you must be the one to plow forward, for the time being.
Come again?
You are a mercenary, Captain, no? Surely there are worthy candidates for promotion among your subordinates. The situation would be far less volatile if any potential appointees came with your direct endorsement.
Oh, good. No pressure at all. And if the person I pick doesn't work out?
Assuming they are not wholly indefensible, we would do our utmost to shield them from criticism. Though I suppose if worst came to worst, we would be forced to sever ties with them. And you.
I can respect that. Protecting the Emperor is priority number one.
Indeed. It is the first and only priority. Do note, though, you needn't force yourself to pick someone if you fear the consequences.
Right. Got it. I guess in the meantime, I'll let you know if I think of anyone who might be able to handle the job. Oh, and let's keep the whole severing ties thing to the real worst-case scenario, okay? You might look the calm and logical type, but I know your emotions can get the better of you sometimes.
A keener insight than I expected. Perhaps you truly are the right person for this task. Quite the eye you have on you.
Thanks. My vision's not too bad, I guess.
Now, if you could only pair it with some intellect, we would have a true wonder on our hands.
Oh, hey. Looks like I'm not the first one to show up.
Hello there. No need to pay me any mind. I'll just be absorbed in my book here. I assume you've come to meet someone? As they've clearly not arrived yet, why don't you join me? Here.
Thanks. Hey, Linhart. You're into all that spooky magic stuff, right?
Spooky
like sorcery
magic
and
stuff.
crests and whatnot?
Yes? Why? Is there something you'd like to ask me?
Oh, no. I was just thinking it's kind of weird that you've never really been interested in my power.
Do you want me to be?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even understand it myself. But with you helping me, I might actually learn something. That and Hubert scared me half to death talking about how you might experiment on me. And just so we're clear, I'm not into that.
Uh-huh. Well, not everything piques my interest. Your circumstances simply do not.
If you're not interested, then so be it. But is there any particular reason why?
Hard to say. Perhaps because a sword is the only thing you're able to manifest? Strictly speaking, I suppose your power does raise some questions. But that sinister weapon of yours, it just doesn't leave me all that interested in learning more.
Sinister, huh? That's one way to describe it.
Tell me, have you ever beheld one of the hero's relics? They also possess the most peculiar aura. And yet, there's something almost divine about the terror they instill. But your sword, it's cold. Maybe even inhuman. In more complex terms, it's little more than an inorganic, dispassionate construct. Not a hint of the goddess's divine guidance in its design. It's not as if you were able to choose what you manifested, right? It just came to you.
True, but what if I could turn it into something else and start manifesting different things? Would you be interested then?
Is such a thing possible? I would like to see that for myself, I must admit. In fact, I'd be quite excited by that. What a fascinating topic to lay at my feet.
Hold your horses there. I'm not really sure I've laid anything anywhere just yet.
But aren't you the one who brought it up?
Hey, Caspar. Oh, what's with the mountain of books? Wait, please don't tell me you're planning to use them in your training somehow.
What kind of guy do you think I am? They're books. I'm gonna read them.
Read? A book? You? Did you eat something weird?
You know, I kind of had the same reaction Dorothea did. I was like, Caspar's gonna read?
Come on, you sound just like Linhart. I've torn through books before. Sometimes even 2 or 3 whole chapters a day.
Oh boy.
Please don't use the word torn when it comes to books. You're going to make my heart stop. And books are divided into chapters, not chappers. Oh, Caspar, promise me you won't hurt those books.
You don't have to worry, Dorothea. I realized something the other day. A person who's responsible for troops can't rely on physical strength alone. You probably wouldn't guess it from how my father looks, but he's pretty good about that stuff.
Can't say I'm shocked that the Empire's Minister of Military Affairs has read the occasional book. Speaking of, you may have heard this story before, but I'm going to tell it anyway. Back during the War of the Eagle and Lion, there was an Imperial general named Francis who was quite proud of his strength. But while he was indeed strong, he was unlearned, and so everyone looked down on him.
Why do I feel like this story is gonna make me feel like an idiot?
Just listen. The Emperor at the time gave Francis an order to study, and said that if he didn't, he wouldn't be allowed to lead anyone in battle. Francis did as his Emperor ordered, and studied as though his life depended on it, growing especially talented in the area of tactics and strategy. As a result, his deeds on the battlefield were great, and he eventually rose to the rank of Minister of Military Affairs.
So I should take a page out of Francis's book, right?
So long as you don't mean literally, yes. Incidentally, the words the Emperor used to praise Francis were memorable enough to have survived even to this day. With the passing of 5 sunrises and 5 sunsets, even the meanest soldier may burgeon into a peerless commander. It means if you study hard for 5 days, even a common soldier can become a great general who commands an entire army.
Seems like a bit of a big promise there, Dorothea. You shouldn't say that part to Caspar.
5 days? That's nowhere near enough time. It'd take me 5 days just to read one book. You gotta at least give me until the end of the war.
But by that point, won't your chances to distinguish yourself in battle have already passed?
Oh, you're right. What am I gonna do, Dorothea?
Well, I suppose I have no choice but to help you. Who knows? I might even learn something.
You're the best. Thank you.
Okay, let's see. I look like I do want to go over to the item shop because I do want to sell some shit.
I carry a little of everything here. Hope to see you again soon.
Alright, what's the war map looking like for this chapter? There's Anna's shop. Complete all side missions in that area. I'm gonna go back to camp for now. I did want to grab, what is it? Some more stuff from the tactics instructor. I want to get more slots on everyone.
Instruction comes at a high price. Don't neglect your daily
Or
studies.
at least now I have everyone on the same page. I think I might get rid of Essence on Light on her. Yeah, Luck Catalyst. There we go. That looks good. You gotta remember, I get 2 more slots too. Just gotta save up money to give everyone it. Alright, so now that I've done that, let's start battling. Alright. The Armonite and allies reach their destination. The Armonite Merc or Pegasus Knight is routed.
fight starts now. Don't throw your lives away. Fall back.
Though the wind blows hill, victory is never beyond us.
Here it comes. You're done.
I beg your assistance at once.
I shall never back down.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
Make my own.
Still improving.
Show me what you're capable of.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
You shall pay for this. You hear? Out of the way!
This is all my fault.
I will take all the strength I can get.
Can't let it end like this. Watch this!
My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
Get out of my way! I must outwit even death.
I am truly awed to see you reach such heights of achievement. I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough. Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
Somebody help me! I am your man. Stop me.
I am
Ferdinand Von.
A boon for our future. I won't ever forget your kindness. Time to make a name for ourselves.
Perfect. Merc.
Here I raise the banner of the Empire. I am Ferdinand Von. So long as we have our lives, there is always another chance. I must press on.
Oh, it's not too bad. Yeah, I don't think this event will be too bad. I mean, the day-night switches will be a little annoying, just like it was in, what was that, Summer 3?
I imagine this will serve.
It shouldn't be that bad of a... What is it? Shouldn't be that bad of an event.
What did your investigation uncover, Hubert?
It appears those who slither in the dark had nothing to do with any of this. This plot was hatched by Houses Regan and Gloucester alone.
In other words, we know exactly where the idea to encircle our troops came from. Claude von Regan, leader of the Alliance.
He's going to be a true thorn in our side now that he is in charge. Back when Duke Regan had no clear heir, the Lords were busy maneuvering to be next in line. And Claude appeared in an instant and laid claim to the seat of power. We were hoping that would be enough to throw the Alliance into disarray. But he has done a remarkable job of seizing the reins.
Feigning discord with Gloucester while they privately schemed together was an especially nice touch. Sadly, it seems we're facing a gifted tactician as well as a skilled leader.
Yet for a tactician, he woefully underestimated Count Burgleys. I say we finish his education. It is time Claude learns the gulf between his power and the Empire's cannot be bridged with a few clever tricks.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Alright, what do we got in this one? Defeat Pegasus Knight and other enemies. Shoalside Plains or Plains Vista Stronghold is captured.
Why can't you just let me stay inside?
The fight starts now. They're not taking this from us.
Together, we will turn this disadvantage back in our favor. There is not a question of can.
The stronghold's ours.
We can't let it end like this.
Inferno, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Never back down.
You'll have to take things from here.
Out of the way!
Are you sure?
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
Time to get going.
You know what they say about playing with fire.
with any lens.
Uh-oh.
We did it!
You shall pay for this, you hear? Hit them hard and fast!
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
Legathon General.
Our time has finally come!
I'm done. Hey, Senna, what's up?
This victory will enable us to safeguard the future. This is not what I expected.
Ferdinand, what's with these levels you're getting, dude?
What a fast...
Yeah, I know they're all set, but still. It's not getting great ones.
Okay. How's that?
Oh, magic level? Yeah, me. Oh, why Banshee? You will deal and receive... Oh, deal and receive increased damage? That's fine.
The sun beats down on this unworthy soul.
This one? Oh, just defeat the Ordelia General.
Let's earn our keep.
Alright.
Our conquest hinges on victory!
You need not worry yourself over me, even should I fall in battle.
We march for glory!
On to the next one.
You demonstrate your strength anew. Take this! Out of the way!
Yeah, the time looping you can do in 3 houses really helps. Not that I've really ever done it before.
This is just the beginning.
You're worth 1,000 soldiers.
Here it comes! You're done!
getting stronger. You may await our return with anticipation.
Alright, what's next?
All right, let's do this. Don't mind if I do.
Sorry to trouble you, but I could use a hand.
Fucking one shot him with Luna.
I do hope you'll make this fun.
You know, hey, no shame in that.
I do hope you'll make this fun for me.
Mission complete. Great work.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
I find myself at a loss when I think about the future.
Don't worry, I will. Just wanted to finish that one really fast.
For the fate of Fodlan.
There we go.
I won't. This pal.
Bro, I was using her all during Blue Lions. I will use her again though.
Right.
Give me Killer Lance.
I fight for my land of home.
Watch and be amazed. I'll take... Begin. I am here not to annihilate them along with the enemy.
Together, we will turn this disadvantage back in our favor.
Now, advance.
I won't ever forget your kindness.
Here we go.
Tremble in fear before me. You're just one part of my grand achievement.
If you can do it, I can also do it. Here I go. No mistakes. I beg your assistance at once. You won't lose, no matter what.
Ready, are you?
We're in bad shape over here.
Oh god.
Carelessness was your greatest enemy.
Doing here, Edelgard. Bro, I fell in love with Constance the first time I saw her.
Tastes more bitter than blackest coffee.
I claim this land for House Nouvelle. It worked. I'm swapping in.
You gotta help us out, please!
Tremble in fear before me.
Sorry, we weren't strong enough.
I'll give it an honest attempt.
Here I go.
A rousing success. You shall pay for this. You hear?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. Thought there are more people nearby. Oh, Leone.
Ready for a taste of Bladebreaker style? I'll take every last one.
I am your man. Try and stop me. I am Ferdinand Von.
There we go.
This place is becoming ours.
That takes care of the rescue. And not a moment too soon.
Great things await me.
What are your thoughts?
Not for an owl feather? Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Dex ring. I go back and grab that stuff I have waiting for me at the supply depot. Then we'll do these last two battles, and that'll be that. Oh yeah, and points. Gotta use up my points too.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Oh, oops, I didn't mean to do that. What's this last battle? This one is complete all side missions. Okay. Gain control of all strongholds. Before the time limit
I'll show you
expires,
what a
okay.
mercenary can do.
Alright.
And be amazed.
So long as I stand upon the battlefield, I am at the ready.
United, we are unbeatable!
not a question of
Tremble in
Alright.
fear
Yeah,
before
just 200 more enemies.
We're at a disadvantage here. Must fight with caution. I will capture this stronghold.
Ready, are you?
You may continue to rely on me.
My extraordinary genius is beyond compare!
Your valor will be remembered by friend and foe alike. All of Adrestia will sing your name. I beg your assistance at once.
Just
Awesome.
do as I planned.
I'll send Constance on ahead.
I shall take it from here.
I am your man.
Carelessness was your greatest enemy.
Oh yeah, right. Supposed to complete the side missions. Alright.
I am Ferdinand.
This will take but a moment with me here.
This is all my fault.
Right on.
Here I go. Tremble
Ah, Judith.
Feast your eyes on the hero of Daphno. By the name of House Daphno, I will not lose.
Another step towards restoring my house.
Alright, I guess I'll just fight Judith now. Easy.
We could fight again, but the result would be the same.
I will take all the strength I can get.
Alright. Oh, right. Points. Forgot I have to use those now. Then we can do the battle.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
else I can give Edelgard? Oh, she gets appraisal from Thief. Alright, yeah, I guess that's what I'll do.
I will hew my own path with this power.
I need something else for Dorothea, too. Oh, I already have Gremory. Oh, never mind then.
Just think of what we might accomplish in the next battle.
This power will...
Hey.
Ferdinand needs something new now. Ooh, Poison Strike. Yeah, I'll give him Priest.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
I can just go Holy Knight. Yeah, screw it, I'll just go Holy Knight.
Gaze upon my splendid finery. Behold the fruits of our labor. Hey.
Only for...
I imagine.
There. Are we done now? Who knew? Once?
Training can't wait to see how you do.
Alright. Do some chores.
Care to make yourself useful?
And I think that'll be it.
I've got nothing.
I know this.
Wow. I am amazed.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of you on the job.
You are always one step ahead of me, but today is my time to shine.
Go easy on yourself, Ferdinand. You've nothing more to prove to me.
We all must do our fair share.
Alright, what supports do we have? Oh, just Hubert and Dorothea? I guess everything else is locked. Yeah, Edelgard's is locked, Dorothea's is locked. Ferdinand Caspar's, Lenhart and Bernadetta's. I think Constants and Happies too. Oh, Constant Petras and Constants and Happies. Yeah, they're all locked. All right. Oh, right, Dorothy and Hubert.
I wonder when I'll be able to return to Enbar.
Greetings, Dorothea. I hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, you're fine. I was just having myself a little think. So, what do you need?
I come with a matter involving the opera company of which you were once a member.
What's wrong? What happened?
Nothing drastic, I assure you. A letter addressed to you arrived, and finding myself with a moment to spare, I decided to deliver it personally. And as I was also hoping to speak with you about the company, the trip serves a dual purpose.
Okay, don't scare me like that, Hubert. I figured something awful had happened since you were coming here in person.
My apologies. Let your heart be at ease. Now then, I wish to discuss the matter of your return to the opera company.
I'm pretty sure I said I wasn't going back.
That is not what I refer to. Well, it is and it isn't. You have no love of violence, and in fact care little enough for it that the mere sight of someone in pain nearly rends your poor heart in two. Further, I am aware that you received numerous invitations to return to the company. Despite that, you continue to remain here on the front lines of the war. I find this choice curious.
Okay, that's a fair point. I honestly have given some thought about returning to the company. Touring across the land with them and using music to heal weary hearts sounds wonderful. And if I did make that choice, it would be a different way to help Edelgard and everyone else. You agree, right?
Indeed. I should think it terribly useful work.
But even so, I can't abandon the actual fight when all of you are still here. The thought of being safe and sound while my friends risk their lives isn't something I'm comfortable with. Does that make sense?
It does. And I even share your feelings to a degree. However, we could always summon your opera company to the front so that you could use your diva talents to motivate our troops. Surely you have considered this possibility?
You really see through everything, Hubie. It's vexing. But fine, there's another reason. I want to support Adi as a commoner. If I were here in the position of an opera diva, I wouldn't be treated like one anymore. I want to be here fighting as a representative of the peasant class. However selfish it might be, I feel this is the best way to help Adi as she tries to erase the gap between nobles and commoners.
Well, this is a surprise. You choose the path of hardship for the sake of your emperor. Truly, I have undersold your resolve.
Oh, but there is one more reason.
Still more?
There are quite a few young nobles here. Dependable ones with quality futures ahead of them. And they're a lot more attractive than the doormats who flutter about us divas in the capital.
Yes, that does seem important. You are stronger than I gave you credit for, Dorothea. And you have earned my respect this day.
Alright. So what is this next foot? Alright, Great Coup Myrdin. Alright. Count Burgleys and his troops have been trapped behind enemy lines in Leicester. Racing against time, you strike out to capture the Great Bridge of Myrdin and mount a rescue.
We'll reach the Great Bridge of Myrdin soon. Houses Phlegethon and Gloucester are defending it, just as we anticipated. But Ladislava has done her job and broken through the enemy line for us. I intend to claim a swift victory and return her to us whole.
If possible, the members of House Gloucester are to be taken alive. As we discussed previously, killing them will jeopardize Her Majesty's ability to rule effectively.
If any enemy commanders appear open to persuasion, try to convince them to surrender. Our goal here is not to utterly annihilate our foes. The fewer casualties, the better. That said, anyone who refuses to submit must be struck down without mercy.
I know when to catch and when to kill. I am often being faced with such decisions on the hunt. You expect me to make that kind of decision in the heat of battle?
You just do what you always do, Bernadetta. If it's all right with you, I prefer to focus on the diplomacy part. I'm not much for bloodshed.
Then you may leave that part to me. I will happily deal with any soldiers you cannot. It should be a simple enough matter to determine which of our enemies wishes to live and which will choose the way of death.
We'd better not misjudge anyone, or else our lives will be the ones in danger.
Then we should fight first and ask questions later. When in doubt, take them out. Am I right? We can sweat the small stuff when the battle's over. Until then, I'll do what I do best.
I believe we should all do what we do best. If we do, I feel confident we will emerge on top when the dust settles.
Victory is the most important thing, so leave the vanguard to me.
Then, if everyone is prepared, let us show them the might of the Empire.
Defeat Lawrence and Count Gloucester. Ladislava is routed. Ooh, we got wow, three persuades. Balthus, Ignatz, and Lawrence. Yeah, we'll build a bridge. Alright, cool. Oh yeah, because Ignatz is a knight of House Gloucester.
Have to do my best.
Alright, 1,200 kills within 20 minutes. Alright, seems easy enough.
They certainly aren't fooling around with these defenses. Count Gloucester must be located on the far bank. Ladislava is holding the central checkpoint. We'll mount our attack from there.
The checkpoint is our key to taking the Great Bridge. Without it, we have not even a slim hope of victory.
Her Majesty is counting on me, and I will not let her down.
They have her surrounded. Time for a rescue.
If we rush in heedlessly, we'll be trapped along with her. We must secure the route as we go.
Never hurts to have a safe place to retreat to.
It takes a trickster to recognize a trick, and the enemy is being suspiciously quiet in the west. As urgent as it is to retake the checkpoint, I believe the west should be
Watch this!
More of that, please.
Look to the west. I am thinking there is something happening.
Area has been subdued.
The enemy is here? How did they catch on to us?
Oh, Ignatz.
I'll take over.
No! Their main force was supposed to head to the checkpoint so we could ambush them. Intercept! Intercept!
Alright, Ballista.
We were wise to strike west first. I fear it would have been a disaster otherwise.
Let's say we take that ballista for our own.
almost to the checkpoint. Keep going.
There's nowhere to run. Lay down your arms and we will spare.
Surrender to the Empire? Never!
And there's Balthus.
Not so fast. If you want through, you've got to open those purses and pay the toll.
Of all the irritating places to lay an ambush,
I chose to be here. And I'm going to fight the Empire to the end.
This man is a mercenary. Perhaps offering a reward will allow us to avoid a fight.
Looks like you'll be my first real challenge in ages. Now let's dance.
That was nothing.
Have your senses taken flight, Balthus? How dare you raise a weapon at us?
Mind your business. I got a debt to work off.
My turn.
Just so you know, I got no interest in dying.
Good, because everyone want to get Balthus. He's good.
I mean, things like this tend to have a way of working themselves out, you know?
I guess so, but... Alright. I surrender. The arrows have stopped. Let us proceed.
Here I go!
Take a breather.
And just surrender. Besides, you're a clever man. You know the Empire won't let someone as strong as you rot in the cell.
You're done! Yeah, I guess you got a point.
My thanks. Mind taking it from here?
Rest, Ladislava. This is a great achievement.
You honor me, Your Majesty. May victory be yours this day.
Now we can fight on even footing.
Acheron and his subordinates appeared. Hey, Acheron.
Those are my lands at the other end of this bridge, and you lot are not welcome.
Alright, defeat Acheron.
Even by alliance standards. Let us do them a favor.
I love that everyone's instinct is just kill Acheron.
Use this strength to perform mighty deeds.
And introduce him to an early grave.
Listen up, rogues. You will defend the supplies we stole from the Empire to the death. I can already smell the coin they'll fetch me.
What a douchebag.
We must smite them before they can make their escape.
Stealing is a thing of great evil. You will be returning what you took.
What an untrustworthy man. He lacks the skill to back it up.
They've been done in? Well, my life is more valuable than some treasure anyway.
God, what a piece of shit.
This guy is the worst. Stop making your underlings do all the work, you coward!
Can't you idiots see I'm in trouble? Now stop standing about with your jaws slackened and help me already! I am Acheron, savior of the Alliance. Oh, and that's a good one. Let me just write that down here.
God, what a douche.
I should have switched sides when I had the chance.
What a pathetic man.
Alliance's lands lie ahead, as well as Gloucester's army.
So, they've taken the Great Bridge, have they? That makes us the Alliance's last defense.
There must be a way to resolve this matter without further bloodshed, Father.
Our first priority is to find Count Gloucester. He was on our side once. He'll surrender.
There is no telling where the enemy might be lurking. We have no choice but to seize control of the entire bridge.
If we had some sort of makeshift bridge, we could reach Count Gloucester without relying on our flying units.
What about the supplies we recovered? We can use those to construct a bridge.
There is not a question of can.
Our foothold is secure. Now we need only capture the enemy commander.
Here it comes! See ya! You're done!
Those are Gloucester lands you see beyond me, and I will not suffer one heel of your boots to sully them.
House Gloucester is known for its tenacity. Out of the way!
My, more wounded than I realized.
Enough. Stand down. Count Gloucester will soon be in our custody. Further resistance can serve no purpose.
So be it. I am no use to my people if I die here.
Lawrence, no! I will not shame my people by surrendering to you without a fight. Monsters, how dare you hurt my son!
Oh.
Count Gloucester will not concede so easily now that we have damaged his precious heir.
Take this! Take this!
Is this the end?
Too easy. Splendid. Though yours is indeed a power that warrants caution.
Not
I
bad.
can fight no more, Your Majesty. All of House Gloucester bows to your will.
Victory is ours. But this is merely the first step of our rescue.
Right you are. We need to relieve our allies who are embattled on Alliance lands.
We won, but this is no time to rest easy. There's a lot more work still to be done.
Agreed. We will leave some troops here with the wounded to hold our position. Then take the reconsolidated force north without delay. Sadly, there can be no victory celebration until we have extricated Count Burgleys and the others.
Based on our projections, they will run out of provisions at any moment. We can also assume they know we have made it to Gloucester, meaning they will be waiting for us. But each hour they wait is another hour their stomachs remain empty.
If we peel away House Gloucester's troops, we can create an opening in the enemy ranks. Once that's done, we'll bring an end to Claude's shady scheme.
To kill is to grow stronger.
Seems like fighting's all I do these days.
I'll use this strength to perform mighty deeds.
I won't let myself stop here.
Alright, got Lawrence, got Ignatz, and Balthus.
Interesting. It seems the Empire may not want our heads on pikes after all.
That is good news. I was concerned they might be so upset as to seek your execution. But based on their posturing, it seems those fears were groundless.
Well, I am an effective lord, if I do say so myself. They must realize taking my life would make it difficult to keep order on my lands.
Few lords anywhere in Fodlan are as loved and respected by their people as you, Father.
Perhaps. But if so, that only makes my misjudgment all the more grave. I never should have let that man cajole me into starting such a needless fight.
You say that now because we lost. But would your appraisal not be different in the face of victory? The people would have idolized you for ushering House Gloucester toward even greater prosperity.
Questions of what if matter little after you lose a battle, and even less after you have misled your people. The time to judge the right and wrong of things is before, not after. It is for this reason that I have decided to yield command of our house to you. I only pray you might walk us back from the terrible misstep I have made. Besides which, the Empire still views me as a traitor. If I fail to step down now, I will spend the rest of my days wondering when the axe might fall.
I understand, Father. With all that has happened, it is hard not to see the wisdom in your decision. I will find a way to build a newer, stronger House Gloucester alongside the Empire. And just as it did before, our house will shine brighter than any in Leicester.
Hey, we got Thyrsus.
Your Majesty, Gloucester has yielded his lands and titles to his firstborn son, Lawrence. This new Count Gloucester has expressed a desire to join the Empire. No doubt, he wishes to make his loyalty plain by taking a clear stand against House Regan.
Well, I see no reason to reject his offer. See that his soldiers are properly integrated.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Sometimes I have no idea what goes through your noble heads. How can you possibly trust a house that just plunged a knife into your back? If a merc pulled a stunt like that, they'd either be cast aside or cut down where they stood.
I believe it, and I'd like to do the same. But not just anyone can hold Gloucester territory together, and I have no one else to take Lawrence's place.
All right, I forgot that only mercs are replaceable.
I did not think your feelings would be so easily hurt. Regardless, that's just the way of things in Fodlan. But as I've told you, I intend to change this. The age of deciding our rulers by blood must end. A day will come when anyone can vie for the right to rule, and then we will be free of this wretched system. So stand with me. Help me make it so.
Scarlet Blaze. The triumph of valor. To rescue Count Burgleys, Edelgard seizes the Great Bridge of Myrdin, forcing Count Gloucester's surrender. With no time to lose, she then presses on, unbowed. But Claude is not one to be caught off guard. He rallies every resource at his disposal, determined to tighten the noose around Burgleys' forces and prevent any rescue.
So we've lost Gloucester. Unavoidable, perhaps, but it still stings all the same. Fortunately, I haven't been sitting on my hands this whole time. If we smash the Imperial reinforcements and stop them from breaking the siege, Count Burgleys will have no choice but to give up. We're going to face that challenge, and we're going to face it with the Alliance's latest and greatest, which is why I've asked all of you here.
Did you really just say latest and greatest with a straight face?
Oh, he said it all right. And while I can't swear we'll have that, we do at least have numbers on our side.
Yep. More than half of the old Golden Deer House is here.
Some of us may not be quite as great as you say, but... well, you know best.
I'm grateful to each of you for answering the call. It's more than I can say for some of our classmates.
Yeah. Ignatz and Lawrence both sided with the enemy.
No. About that, it pains me to say this, but House Ardelia has made its allegiance to the Empire clear. It was against my parents' protests that I came here in the first place. If this battle doesn't unfold the way you're hoping, I may be forced to leave as quickly as I arrived.
That's okay, Lysithia. You're not the only one who's here with strings attached.
Yes. My adoptive father has also insisted I return home at once, should the tides turn against us.
Sounds about right. 3 cheers for that good old Alliance solidarity.
I'll fight with you to the end, Claude! Unless it puts Maya in danger. Then I'm out.
Great. Got some good backup, Claude.
Look, what matters is that you're all here, and that we settle this war with the next battle. Also, for full disclosure, I may have sort of brought along some extra professional muscle. Come on in. It's good to meet you. I'm the acting captain of Gerald's Mercenaries.
Acting captain? What happened to your dad?
Our guest here is fresh off another battle with the Empire on Kingdom soil. From what I gather, remaining in the Kingdom was no longer an option.
Oh?
And that's when our paths crossed here in Alliance territory.
Oh, they probably got fired because Lonato got away.
Oh, hello! I know reliable when I see it, and you are definitely that.
I'll do whatever you ask as long as I'm getting paid. So long as we're allied, I won't fail you.
All right, let's begin our council. As you've no doubt heard from our scouts, the path from here to Deirdre will be fraught with difficulties.
The Alliance has constructed fortresses and palisades, and laid other traps to slow our progress. In addition, they are plotting ambushes at key positions along the way. Needless to say, we will not be able to avail ourselves of the direct route.
But if we try to dance around all their traps, we'll never make it in time.
Yes, but this is Count Burgleys we're talking about. He could probably stretch his soldiers a few extra days through sheer force of will.
I would normally write off such an idea as lunacy, but sadly, it will likely come to that. We have made attempts to smuggle provisions to Count Burgleys through holes in the enemy lines, but this has met with little success.
They must be so hungry. I know just how that feels. The struggle to get food when all you want to do is hide under your covers. Hello, old friend.
I mean, no offense, but if time is truly so short, why do we waste it dithering in council? We should embark on our rescue mission straight away.
How did Hubert put it again? We're here to break their siege, not fall prey to one.
I agree. A hunter must never be losing sight of their calmness.
Well said. Let's not allow Claude to wind us up.
So we must take the safe route, but do so as quickly as possible. A best of both worlds situation, I suppose. Understood.
Good. With that decided, let's move on and discuss our preferred formation.
Alright, it's a few battles and then main chapter. Okay, not too bad. I'll do the support at the end. I think I'm just gonna talk to everyone real quick. then I'll probably end the stream for today. Well, after the support conversation, of course.
This is true.
She wants to change the world, does she? How amusing. What do you think of this idea of hers?
Absolutely.
I definitely want to try and make it happen if we can.
I wonder.
Is that so? But even if you manage to change things, there's no guarantee such actions will bring about the bright future you desire.
How's it going?
You're the commander I've heard about? The one lifted up from the common folk and given authority. Some folks say you aren't even from the Empire. Regardless, your being here is good news for me. It means a rough and tumble lady like myself might actually end up with a promotion someday. Gotta say, having you House Gloucester types back on our side again is pretty reassuring.
Please?
It's an honor to hear that. I look forward to fighting at your side.
Good day to you. On to a different
This has
topic.
nothing whatsoever to do with me, but I was incredibly relieved that House Gloucester did not meet with ruin.
That reminds
Does this have something to do with your house? Please don't shout it aloud for the world to hear. Though, yes, you have seen to the very core of me. Still, I feel certain that my house will see its own revival one day. Oh dear, so terribly sorry. Just checking the condition of my throat is all. You have a beautiful voice, Manuela. Well, I'm delighted to hear you say that. Oh, hey, Antonio, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed your nap.
Got a sec?
Hey, I'm from Abyss, the place under Garrick Mach. Basically, I crawled out of some hole, out of the same hole as Happy and Constance. I'm here because the Imperial Army's recruiting bodies, but the pay's good and the rations are plentiful, so you won't hear me complain. Sometimes I wonder if this war is merely some grand opera that takes place on the stage of Fodlan. It's a dramatic portrayal of life and death where everyone's hopes and dreams come crashing into one another. It's almost like we're part of someone else's script. That kind of thing is a little above my pay grade, but I know plenty of people who claim every possible outcome is predetermined for us by the goddess.
Oh.
Well, if she's our scriptwriter, I sure hope we're serving as her protagonists. You're close.
Good day to you.
I'm a knight of House Gloucester. Lord Lawrence ordered me to come here and join your ranks. The previous Count Erwin has long desired to stand above the ruling House Regan. Though we now serve the Empire, it seems we are fated to share a relationship with their house.
Listen up.
I think this might be my first time going into Alliance territory. It's fun to discover new things. Like, did you know there might be some trees that only grow here? You like trees? Sure do. Or to be more specific, I like the berries that fall off them. Or anything else that tastes good.
Greetings, friend. Nothing to report.
Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report. Count Burgley's forces are right in front of us, but our march is still going to take a while longer. It's driving me up the wall. Sure wish there was something I could do. Well, guess I'll just hunker down and keep on keeping on. No enemies are getting in here. I swear it. I'm sensing little unity in the Alliance. What could be the reason? They are having many lords, but each of them are doing whatever they please. I'm not going to stream. I'm just going to do these conversations around camp and then end it. So not much longer. I am wondering if a region requires a leader such as an emperor or other monarch in order to function.
Actually...
You know what? I kind of like sieges. I mean, think about it. You could stay nice and cozy in some castle or whatever. Sounds great. Oh, but then there's the part where the enemy cuts off your supply lines and tries to starve you out, huh? Nope, never mind. Go away, sieges. Okay then. Thank you for your input, Bernadetta.
How can I be of
I
service?
found myself wondering if Her Majesty couldn't have us advance at greater speed. And yet we continue our careful plodding pace, holding both banks of the Aramid as we do. Perhaps she is more cautious than expected. Or perhaps... no, forget I said anything. Gotta get stronger, but I also need to start using my head more. War isn't just two sides smashing into each other, much as I'd like it to be. You also got sieges, rescues, logistics, defense, and so much more. You've really been using your head lately, Caspar. I'd better keep up.
Way to go!
You make it sound so easy. Guess that's what it's like to have the cool poise of a hardened merc. I was relieved when I heard we wouldn't be fighting the kingdom right away. I suppose that makes me selfish, huh? I can follow orders if it involves taking Alliance lives, but I hate the idea of hurting people from the kingdom. It's not selfish to dislike the idea of fighting your old allies and friends. No one wants to do that.
Oh no.
Yeah, I suppose. Claude has been causing me no end of trouble. He truly is a cunning adversary. Come to think of it, that particular quality stretches back to his student days. He appears suddenly and with an easy smile that reveals nothing, yet the entire time he is scheming to outwit you. Tell me, what's your impression of the man? I don't know. There's something elusive about him. Guy doesn't really strike me as a noble.
Right.
I'm surprised to hear you hand out such harsh evaluation. I'll have to be more vigilant around you, lest I find myself in your bad books.
I'm grateful.
I thank you for your assistance on the Great Bridge of Myrdin. I volunteered to take up the vanguard, yet ended up deceived by the enemy's actions and was cut off. I do hope that troublesome Count Gloucester remains in quiet retirement going forward.
I don't know.
Well, look who it is. The big bad sword folks just can't stop talking about. Heard the Emperor went and made you a general, yeah? Bet that put some coin in your pocket. Funny thing about money, the more you have, the more you seem to find yourself spending. You sound like me. I love it. Now let's make sure we both get out of this mess in one piece so we can spend that coin, eh? Fucking Balthus.
Hi there.
Why aren't we advancing more quickly? When I think about how Leopold and our allies are in danger, it really makes me mad.
Please.
We're going to help them no matter what. Oh.
You don't say.
As one would expect from the territory of the house that leads the Alliance, Regan is well prepared for any and all possibilities. They've even shown signs of preparing for an invasion of the Empire. You think Claude is plotting something else? Because if so... You thinking Gloucester might be doing some behind-the-scenes scheming again?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Hanneman and all the others at the Great Bridge of Myrdin have to stay vigilant. Some say Count Burgles is the strongest man in the Empire. Perhaps he can slay me if we cross blades. Now there's a fight I'd pay to see. Can't say who'd come out on top though. Might end up in a draw. A pathetic outcome.
It is you. Very nice.
Lawrence, I am simply overjoyed that you have decided to fight on the side of the Empire. Still your joy, Ferdinand. A defeated man makes no decisions. He simply does as he is told. Even so, you were clever enough to read the winds of war and stop fighting before it was too late. To fight in vain is to bring suffering upon one's people. That is a thought neither I nor my father could ever stomach.
I love it.
No need for the false humility. Not many people could make the call you did.
I am
Exactly. And now we two will henceforth show the world the true spirit of the nobility. Delightful words. I will return the favor of my life by fighting alongside you all. God, these two.
Hold on a moment.
You there. You recognize me, yes? Don't tell me you were trying to slip by without giving proper respects. It boggles the mind to think a commoner like you would ignore a highborn baron such as myself. You wonder how I pinpointed your base-born nature? Your aura and stench tell me all I need to know. bitch.
Over here.
Claude makes much trouble for us. He oversaw the recapture of the bridge and commanded the siege of the Imperial army as it attacked Leicester. Though it pains me to do so, I'd be a liar if I did anything but acknowledge his ability.
Well?
I imagine the man has earned a nickname of his own by this point. Perhaps the Master Tactician?
Did you need something?
I was dispatched from the capital as a messenger. Honestly, the mood here at the front is much better than I expected it to be. I was pretty worried about the Minister of Military Affairs being in such a tricky spot, you know? But now I can return to the capital with my mind at ease. May the tides of battle flow in your favor.
Listen, truth be
I
told,
recently received an unusual letter from my father regarding the Minister of Military Affairs. He says this is an opportunity to have the man in my debt, and entreats me do my utmost to rescue him. I find the whole thing quite odd. They dislike each other as much as ever, yet maintain a deep concern for one another.
Let's see.
They seem like a rather cunning pair. Maybe their whole not getting along thing was just for show. I can't fathom what purpose deceiving so many people would have. Why go to the trouble? Well, it's nothing to me. If they wish to play politics, they can have their fun.
As a matter of fact,
Honestly, my greatest concern right now is the situation on the kingdom side of matters. Especially my reports especially as my reports claim Count Rowe gives no indication of further betrayal. Also, General Randolph appears to be doing well. The man has ambition to spare and is beloved by his subordinates. He rather reminds me of yourself. Ah yes, I unlocked this support with Lorenz back on Blue Lions, but I couldn't support with him then.
I was wondering who it was. What fortuitous timing.
Did you need me for something?
Nothing in particular. I was simply thinking of having a little chat with you. Please, do relax.
But I already am relaxed.
I've heard your background is quite the mystery. And what's more, that you possess some sort of unknown power. It's certainly a bold decision for Her Majesty to put someone like that in charge of frontline forces.
I don't know if there's anything bold about it.
Oh? It seems you do not understand your unique position then. Typically, wars among regions are fought between nobles and the knights in their servitude. But you are no knight. Merely a mercenary who commands soldiers in fealty to nobody at all.
Maybe so, but all my orders come straight from the Emperor herself. What's the problem?
There is no problem, per se. You excel at what you do and fight with true valor. However, protecting one's people during wartime has always been the nobility's responsibility, and theirs alone. Some nobles may feel insulted that they have to rely on a simple mercenary of unknown origin.
Seriously? But nobles are usually the ones hiring mercenaries in the first place.
On the other hand, it is true that Her Majesty has actively appointed commanders of common birth of late. This strategy has proven effective in shoring up our ever-dwindling resources. And, of course, the nobles have no choice but to obey Her Majesty. Which means there should be no particular reason for anyone to resent you.
Sounds like a butt coming here.
Didn't you just say they might feel insulted? If nobody's getting all hot under the armor about it, then there's no problem, right?
That said, this does not change the fact that a noble's obligation is to protect the common folk. Though your exact origins remain unclear, you undoubtedly fall into the commoner category as it stands. Therefore, you are entitled to all the protection a noble is compelled to provide. Simply say the word if you ever require my assistance.
I think I'll pass. I might be a commoner, but I'm a mercenary before anything else. Fighting is what I live for. You know, at first I thought you were just coming to complain, but you were actually trying to be nice.
Me? Nice? To you? Oh my, you are funny. Allow me to explain. I am the heir to House Gloucester, a noble among nobles.
This fucking guy.
My offer of aid was not an act of kindness. It was a means to inform you of your place in this society.
Ooh.
You would do well to remember the order of things here in Fodlan.
So, you just came to tell me how I'm disrupting the order? You are complaining.
You know, I'm kind of glad Edelgard wants to change this shit.
Most certainly not. Do you really think me that small-minded?
Well,
I've acknowledged your skills, and all I ask in return is that you act according to your station. Understand?
Not really, no. I mean, we're at war, and you're seriously telling me I need to worry about how nobles and commoners are supposed to act? In any case, my job as a mercenary is to fight. Simple as that.
I
You're
guess.
wasting your time if you're gonna get all bent out of shape about me.
I am not getting... Never mind. We shall continue this at a later date.
Wait, what?
Bernadetta, is that a letter from your mother?
Huh? Oh, Lady Edelgard! Yes, she wrote me from the capital. Wait, how did you know that? Are you screening my mail? Spying on my correspondence?
Bernadetta, is there anyone else who would write you?
Of course there is! There's, that guy? Wait, I don't have any friends. I don't even have any family. I don't have anybody. Poor Bernie's all alone in this cold, cruel world.
Easy, Bernadetta. You have plenty of friends. They simply don't need to write to you because you're fighting in the same army.
Wait, really? Well, that's a relief.
Oh, this girl.
Also, how can you claim to have no family when your mother writes you regularly? That's certainly more than I can say.
Oh, right. I forgot about your, parent situation. Guess I shouldn't be complaining, huh?
It's fine. Just be thankful that your mother is in good health. And make sure to write back so she doesn't worry.
I always do. Pages and pages.
That reminds me, have you heard from your father? I'm sure he had much adjusting to do after I installed him in Garrick Mach as the head of the Southern Church.
Nothing from him, but my mother keeps me up to date in her letters. She has his attendance and her regular reports. The last update was something like, "Your father is so scared of the Central Church's assassins, he's locked himself away up in the third-story reception hall. They have to drag him out kicking and screaming whenever it's time to deal with clerical affairs."
I'm certain I heard a similar tale when another noble first relocated to Garrick Mach.
Really? Huh. Oh, but the locking himself in his room part sure sounds a lot like me, doesn't it?
Yes, although you've come a long way from the reclusive, shy girl you used to be. Back at the Officers Academy, you used to take your shunning of people to something of an extreme.
Do you really think I'm that different now? It's hard for me to tell. Maybe knowing that my father has started hiding from the world helps, though. Now I don't have to stay inside to avoid seeing him, you know?
One might say your curse has been lifted. Just like mine.
Wait, hang on. What's your curse?
Nothing. Please ignore what I said.
Oh, come on! You can't leave me in suspense like this!
Alright. Let me just go to the map, see something real quick. Oh, paralogs. Alright, so we have two paralogs here. We have one for Bernie and Monica, one for Manuela and Dorothea. Alright, we'll do those next time. Alright, so I'll end things off here for today. And yeah, we'll go again tomorrow. I'm going like every day lately on streams. I'm gonna have to take a break eventually. But, you know, hey, we'll get to that when we get to that. Alright, so, call it here. We'll pick up again tomorrow, do some more Scarlet Blaze. So, I will see you guys then. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. Bye.